News Weather Team, sponsored by AC Designs.
Very interesting what Jeannie said there. Those who study the Spanish back hundreds of years ago know that as they were bringing their gold from South America and even portions of North America back to the old country, so to speak, they would pretty much try to get out of Cuba by June to July. And time after time, if a ship sunk, it's because for whatever reason the crew stayed in Cuba just a little too long. Good news is right now, tropics are nice and quiet. Subtropical jet stream shifting a bit. We'll talk about that, but let's just look out the window for a second. Just has a hot look, doesn't it? Hot and hazy, although relatively speaking, not all that humid. So there it is, hot, right? 97, made up officially to 99 today. But when I say it's not that humid, relatively speaking, the dew point's down to 60. And that means relative humidity levels this afternoon in many areas dropped to about 25%. In fact, the old timers used to use what are called evaporative coolers, where evaporation actually helps to cool things down. Not sure if there's any of those around. Maybe let me know if you still use one. But if it drops below 40%, the evaporative cooler actually works. Now, of course, rain can help cool things off. Thunderstorms, unfortunately, come with those. That is the dangerous lightning. And this is what we're looking at. Now, by far, all the thunderstorms are off to the north, even of southeastern Georgia. And to be clear, for those of us in northeastern Florida, I'm not expecting any thunderstorms this evening, especially not between now and sunset. But we'll continue with potentially some severe thunderstorms just north of Ware, Pierce, Brantley, and Glenn counties. And we thought there might be an outflow boundary blowing out of those storms, and that's what this is right here. Not producing too much, but just over the last hour has started to produce some showers that might become thunderstorms that could get into northern Glenn County within about the next hour or so. We'll keep a close watch on that. That's happening along a front. That front and its energy will pretty much head to the east, but it's going to be a focal point. So then when the tropical moisture starts to come up from the north later tomorrow, it'll begin to produce at least a few showers and thunderstorms, and then become even more of a focal point on Wednesday and on Thursday. Here's a broader look at a lot of moisture. They're going to have all kinds of rain down over central and south Florida. We're going to stay right on the fringes of that tropical moisture through the weekend. Major plume of moisture heads to the west. And in about 7 days, we're going to watch to see if something tries to form deep down in what we call the Bay of Campeche. But let's come back to the first coast for tomorrow. Again, I'm going to show you sun, but for the first time in several days, could even see some thunderstorms out around the beaches. Notice high tide middle of the day. That means lots of beach early in the morning. Of course, that's where the sunrise can be seen first, 6:24. Certainly had that endless summer look this morning. So tomorrow, thunderstorms return. Not all of us, hitting about 60% of us, but they'll be out there during the afternoon. So still hot, just retreating in a big way from that near record heat that we've had for quite a while. Then overall, a wind shift. I'm not just talking about a sea breeze. All of us will begin to see winds out of the east as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's going to help us with the heat. That's going to increase the moisture, and there will be some showers and thunderstorms around. And that pattern pretty much holds through the weekend.